Well, howdy YouTube. This is your friendly neighborhood Chef Shaytree here. Well, today, this video, I thought I'd do a little ratchet reveal. I've been, experimenting with some different ratchets. And, well, I went ahead and got some Performance Tools ratchets. And wanted to try them out. You know, they're reasonably priced. I mean, they're real reasonably priced. And I really wanted to, I've been collecting them up over a little time. And I thought, well, now I wanted to get more of the ratchets and more Performance tools before I did this. But I thought, okay, I've already showed them on a live stream, and I've had a few requests on checking them out and see what they are like. So I thought, well, okay, I'll do just a specific video on ratchets. There's these particular ratchets that Performance Tools puts out. Well, they have several lines. They've got real cheap round head ratchets, and then they have a upgraded ratchet that's pear head, which are pretty decent ratchets. You get them in their kits and stuff. You know, Performance Tools has the bottom of the line stuff, and they've got really good stuff. Are they good as Snap-on and the tool trucks? That's up for debate. But anyways, I just thought I'd show these real quick. Now these are their long-handled ratchets, Comfort Grip. They have 6 ratchets, as you can see. They have each size, 1/4, 3/8, and half. They each come in flex head, locking flex head yet to boot. These are locking flex heads, as you can see. And fixed heads. The 1/4 drive is 12 inches long, 3/8 drive is 18 inches long, and the half drive are 24 inches long. So if you look at these ratchets, they are really, really nice ratchets. Now the ratchets themselves, every single ratchet is a 108 tooth ratchet. The selector switch on these things is very smooth. I mean, I'm telling you what, I've never seen a ratchet as smooth as a selector switch as what these have got. They're very smooth, very little effort to move them. Now compare that to the long Pittsburgh. I've got the Pittsburgh ratchet. Compare that to this. The selector switch is a little more stiffer on this. Also, I've got my Snap-on 3/8 drive flex head right here. Now the Snap-on is really hard to move. This selector switch is very hard to move. This is an older ratchet. I think it's only a, I don't even know, 36 tooth ratchet maybe? Yeah, 36 tooth. I think they're 36. This is an old ratchet. But the selector switch is very hard to move. Back drag is very stiff on the Snap-on. This back drag on the Pittsburgh is not bad at all, but you compare this to the Performance Tools. The back drag, that back drag on these are very little, if anything at all. Back drag on these are excellent. Now, I have been using the half drive ratchets, and I've been using the 3/8 ratchets, and my dad actually tested the 1/4 drive ratchet when he was working on his Mustang, this Mustang here, trying to get, I'll show you real quick. If you can see that screw right back in there, that little green screw right back there, he was trying to get that screw in back there and couldn't get nothing back in there to get it. Well, guess what, guys? He used my 1/4 drive ratchet. The 1/4 drive ratchet reached right back in there. Reached right back in there on that and got it on. So that helped out tremendously. He couldn't get nothing back in there to get to it. Used this ratchet and got right in there on it. So that helped out for that. He really liked the ratchet. So I'll get back on this. And these ratchets have worked out rather nicely, but in using this 3/8 flex head here, it's a locking flex head, so it's got a push button lock here. You can see this piece in there moves so you can lock it. Well, I ended up breaking it at one time. Didn't know what it was. Ended up, well, let that airplane go by. But anyways, this piece popped out, and I called Performance Tools up, and they said, well, take a picture of it. And all I wanted was this piece. All I wanted was the piece to fix this. You know, that's all it's broke on it. The ratchet itself is fine. I'll even show you. Right here it is. Right here's the ratchet. So what I ended up finding out, Performance Tools told me to go ahead, take pictures of it, send them the email, what happened, and they sent me a new one. I did that on a Monday. By Friday, I had a brand new ratchet in the mail, already sent to me. But I'll show you what it was, what happened. Here is, see if we can focus in on here. This is the button right here. That's your button, got a spring on the bottom. And this is the piece that locks the head. It goes in like so. So when you press the button down, it moves this back and forth. Well, if you look at it real closely, let me get it focused in here real close. If you look at it, let me get it picked up here. Look at it real close. You can see it right there where it broke. Hard to get it real close to this, but right there's where it broke. This comes out a little bit further here, and it just slightly broke. You can see it right there, see? It just ever so slightly broke that. Well, get a focus. Well, we can't focus here. But see, it didn't want to hold up against that piece anymore, and it just popped right out. Just enough where it won't hold it anymore. So that's all it broke on this, guys. That was it. That's all that happened. Broke. But if you look at these Performance Tools, they actually mark these with a limit of torque you can put on them. I don't know if I can get it focused in on it or not, but there is actually a torque limit. Right there, do not exceed on the quarter drive ratchet 48.7. What is that, foot-pounds? Yep. 48.7 foot-pounds on a quarter drive ratchet. This is also 48.75 on the 3/8 ratchets. Now that's Pittsburgh. Where am I at here? Can't see. I'm blind as a bat. Well, I can't. I gotta get close in on this so I can see it. Right there it is. On a 3/8 drive, 195 foot-pounds. And then on the half drive, it's got a limit of 487.5 foot-pounds. So if you can put 487.5 foot-pounds on that bad boy, have at her. I actually had this one when I was doing that rear end, taking them rear ends apart. I had this sucker sideways. I mean, it was bent, and it's still straight. So I've actually had pretty good, decent luck with these ratchets. Let me get this Pittsburgh out of here. Throw him off the side. But yeah, let me talk more about the head design. They have what's called a 108 tooth. They have a 108 tooth mechanism in it. And some people said, or I was on a live, and they said, well, it's probably got dual pawls in it, and one tooth engages, and one tooth is not engaged, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Well, let's take this thing apart, and I'll show you exactly what's going on inside. So let me get this thing tore apart. Okay, now if you look at this design here, now I've counted all the teeth on this gear. There is actually 108 tooth on this gear. If you look at the ratcheting mechanism, you see that paw. It's a single paw, and every single paw is engaged on the head. Now, if you look at it close, I counted all the teeth on this paw. There are 19 teeth on that paw. If you select this over the other way, go the other way, every single tooth is engaged. It's designed to where every single tooth is engaged on that head unit. So each way you go, there is 19 teeth in contact with the mechanism. So I'm telling you what, with that design right there, that is an amazing That is amazing, with all the teeth being engaged at the same time. 108 teeth, 19 teeth on the paw. So I thought I'd show you guys that real close. You can see how it's made. Very strong mechanism. I've used it, I've put some torque on it, and it won't break. As of yet, it hasn't. But anyways, I thought I'd show you a real good view of this real quick. 108 teeth on the thing itself, on the anvil itself. 19 teeth on the paw. And it's very well, I don't know what this is made out of. This is probably chrome vanadium, I'm assuming. So, yeah. It's a pretty decent design, actually. So, I'm going to put this back together. So, in conclusion, on these ratchets themselves alone, well, I'll remove this one. There's 6 ratchets in total for their long length comfort grip handles. Now, I've been ordering all my performance tool stuff through Rock Auto. Rock Auto sells these, and for really, really good prices. I mean, really good prices. So how I've been able to get them is when I order parts through Rock Auto, I just have, I check the parts and see what I can have sent and tools. And these actually happen been sent with some, parts that I needed. So I had, no shipping on these per se. I, sold the parts as the parts being sold and got these sent for nothing. So I'll just run through real quick how much these are. So this ratchet here, the fixed head ratchet, this one is $15.13. This one here is $21.89. The 3/8 drive fixed head is $23.99. The flex head here is $34.89. The half drive fixed head is $35.79, and the flex head half drive is $40.79 through Rock Auto. So you can get all 6 ratchets here for a total of $172.48. $173. Now, if you go through Rock Auto, you can get 5% off. That pretty much takes care of your tax. Whatever your tax is in your area, you can get the 5% off Rock Auto and get these, and then pay for your tax basically. So $175, you can have all 6 of these ratchets, which you're looking at $200 for a snap-on. You can double up these ratchets. You can buy 2 of each of these. You'll have $300, a little over 300, what, 300 and, what would that be? Blah, 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 350 bucks. You'll have $350 and 6 ratchets versus Snap-on, where you'd have 1 ratchet almost. This 1 ratchet. So, I mean, are they as good as Snap-on? They're probably as good as Snap-on, but are they as strong? No, highly doubt they're as strong. Will they work? Yeah, they'll work. They'll hold up for a while. I've been using them. Like I said, I've had one issue, broke it. There's one guy that was on a live stream that said, "Oh, they're junk." I saw a comment on it, and he said they're junk. Well, that's his opinion. Maybe I had an issue with one. I haven't had an issue. Well, I've had one issue with this little piece of breaking. If I could make this little piece right here have some stronger steel, it would be perfect. So there you go, $173 worth of ratchets right there. Now, another thing I want to show you is these ratchets right here. These are Performance Tools ratchets. This is what they're called. They're Pro Series ratchets. Now, I was going to use this one right here to compete with my Snap-on. As you can see, the Snap-on, my Snap-on half drive. That's a 15-inch long Snap-on. And you can see the Performance Tools one is a little bit longer. I really like the handle. The handle is really nice. Now these are 90 tooth. These are 90 tooth Pro Series heads. Now, I have used them, and what I do not like about them, they are very nice, very strong ratchet, very smooth. It's a very smooth ratchet. As you can hear, it's very smooth. This This is one right here is a little stiffer than how these work. These work excellent. I love the I mean, there's absolutely no effort whatsoever to switch these over, and there's actually hardly any back drag, especially for a 1/2 inch. But what I have found out on these, if you look real close how far this is over, I have used it where the switch has gone like that and stopped working. You know, if you hit it up against something, you're working and you're hitting it, you hit it and it goes like that. Well, I think what they need to do is make this piece a little bit smaller so it's not poking out the end right here like so. Let me get a little better focus on this so you can see it better. There we go. See how it sticks over right there? So when you're using it, you hit something on it, it flips it like so. So if they made this this a little bit designed a little bit different, may make it a little wider down in here maybe. Make this smaller so it doesn't go over the edge like this. It would be a much better design, much better ratchet, so you wouldn't hit it. This is the same thing with all of these. This one goes over just a touch. And then here's the quarter drive ratchet. As you can see, it goes over just a touch. So that's one design flaw that I do not like about this ratchet, is because of that right there. But as far as the ratchet itself, it's an amazing ratchet. I mean, it's just a 90 tooth. 90 tooth. I haven't tore one apart to look at the thing yet. But this video is getting a little bit long. I just thought I'd show these. Now I want to tell the price on these. The 1/4 inch. Let me get my pad here real quick. The 1/4 inch is $20.79. The 3/8 ratchet is $22.79, and the 1/2 drive ratchet is $34.79. So $34.79. You can have a very nice ratchet, really. So the total of these, I love the focus on this thing. Good Lord. These three total $78.37. So for $78, I mean, that's you're paying way more than $100 for this ratchet right here. So yeah, there's my video. I thought I'd show you real quick. These are, I mean, for the price, you can't beat them. I'm sorry. I mean, if some guy says they're junk, well, you can buy right here $40, $41. The Snap-on to the equivalent is $300. So take it where you can buy 10 of these compared to the Snap-on. Well, not quite 10, but you can buy 8 of them. You can at least buy 7 of them for the price of the Snap-on. I mean, you can have 2 of each or however. But I just thought I'd show these guys and do a video on them. I was, asked to make a video and show them. So here they are. I've got more performance tools that I want to show. I'll do some more videos later, but I thought maybe I would specifically do the video on these particular ratchets themselves. The long-handled, comfort grip handled ratchets of performance tools and their Pro Series 90 tooth ratchets. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this and enjoyed my little thing. I would like to take these apart again and compare them to a Snap-on. Design wise, I'm going to say the Snap-on is way stronger just because of this fact that this is it's got a hole in the head for the quick release. That's what I want to say. Quick release mechanism, where Snap-ons are all solid. So they got stronger. They're way stronger, but you got to use your tools smart so you don't break them. So that's my video for these guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for always watching, and the subscribers and comments. See you guys. Very nice ratchets. I love these things. Work very good. See you guys later.